What is up, family? It's your boy D coming right back at you with another one. Right now, I got another product introduction for you guys. Right now, what we're working with is the Dayton Audio B652 Airs. So what exactly are these? These are 6.5-inch drivers paired with an AMT driver up top. So what is an AMT driver? What exactly is this? And why did I go out and purchase this? So as some of you guys may know, I am building a home entertainment system. These guys right here are going to be front and center. Actually, in terms of center, I got a different model speaker for the center. I'm going to be demoing that for you guys later on. But these right here are going to play a major role in my left and right front stage and for my surround stage as well, for my left and right rear channels. Now, some would say that a 6.5 is probably too much for the rear channels, and I'm going to get to that later. But in my case, I didn't care. For what I picked these things up for over at Parts Express, it was well worth it. It was very budget friendly. And as you guys know over here on this channel, we tend to do things on a budget. That's what it's all about. The whole theme is how can you get the most bang for your buck. So what am I talking about here? In my bedroom, I have a receiver that can actually do 7.2 surround sound. It actually is Dolby Atmos stable at 5.2 surround sound. So the thing is, for me to get these guys right here, and like I said, set up my front stage with the left and right channel, and also with my rear with the left and right surround channels, rear surround channels. I'm sorry about that. And also what I'm going to be doing, of course, that would be 5.2 surround sound with the subwoofers. Also, what I'm planning on doing is taking the little brothers to these. This is a 6.5. Dayton Audio also have another of this model in a smaller version, which are the 4.5s. And I'm planning on taking the 4.5 inches, and I'm going to do set up my 5.2 Dolby surround sound. So when I say Dolby Atmos meaning that you're going to actually add speakers to your atmosphere, meaning the air. So you can get 5.2 Dolby Atmos. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about that, guys. The correct numbering scheme of that, if you would say, would be 5.2.2, meaning that I have 5 active drivers. 0.2 is the number of subwoofers that I'm going to have, which is 2 subwoofers. I'm going to demo those later. And the additional 0.2 would be the 2 Atmos or atmospheric speakers that I'm going to have in the ceiling. So the whole setup is 5.2.2. Whereas if you did not use a Dolby atmospheric sound or speaker placement, you can just do a 7.2 and use those 2 additional speakers from the ceiling and just put them in your middle stage. So you'll have front, middle, and rear stage. Hopefully I did not confuse anybody with that. I'll get more off into that later. But as of right now, I just want to explain to you guys why I went and picked these guys up, and that's pretty much what it is. But enough of me yapping. Let's get into the ratings of these things and give a bit of an explanation of what they are capable of. So for anybody that's wanting to go and pick these guys up, what you want to know about them is that the input rating of these are 6 ohms. The woofer diameter, like I spoke of earlier, is 6.5. Of course, you can see that this is a 2-way configuration. And it does have this nice black finish right here that I can really appreciate. I really like the finish on it. If I can kind of get a zoom in, it's just a standard type finish that you see on a lot of cabinets. But for the price of these, I'm sorry guys, for the price of these, I'm really pleased with the outcome of it and how they went and did put a nice finish on it. As far as cosmetics, again, as you guys can see, you do have, they do come with a grill with the Dayton Audio logo or branding down here at the bottom. And again, this grill right here is pretty standard as well. Nothing too flashy about it. It's just a cloth type material here, kind of like a felt type material you would get on any standard speaker application right here. Moving on. So the model number to this is the B652 Airs. And of course, it gives the word air, A-I-R, because of this style tweeter, which I'm going to get into next. Yeah, and if you want to know about the weight of these are about 12 pounds each. So you're looking at about 24 pounds for the pair. You can pick these up over at Parts Express for about, I think I picked them up for about $50, I believe they were. To me, it was a steal. It was a no-brainer. I mean, if you're trying to set up a system like the one I'm trying to set up, like I said, I got I'm trying to do a 7.2 surround sound system. So just imagine if I would have went with another name brand or a more popular name brand. And I'm not dissing any name brands, because a lot of those companies have been in existence for a long time. They've built a reputation for themselves over the years. And if they want to charge, whatever they charge for them, I'm not knocking them. I mean, that's what they got them priced at, and that's what, if people want them, then by all means go out and buy them. But this guy here, personally, I can't afford a whole lot of what I was shopping around looking for when it came down to more popular names and more traditional names in audio. So again, I gotta find which commenter first suggested me to go check out Parts Express, man, because I really owe you a big one. I mean, finding this site was a diamond in the rough for me, just being honest. But enough, I'm yapping again. Let's get off into this tweeter right here and exactly what's the technology behind this. These things are called AMT tweeters. And if you want to know what the AMT stand for, the AMT actually stands for air motion transfer. I'm gonna get a zoom of this so you guys can get a better view of what exactly it is I'm talking about. So let me zoom in on this thing for you right there and give you a little bit of light. And as you guys can see, that material, it looks, when I first seen it, I thought it was more like a cloth material, but it seems to have some shine to it as I shine the light on it. But that's pretty much what they look like up close here. It looks kind of like that. And these things are also known as a ribbon tweeter as well, if anybody is in the market for one of them. So the AMT is short for air motion transfer, which stands tall as a unique style of transducer in the world of speaker drivers. This thing actually sounds great in my opinion. They say that it allows more air to move through the diaphragm with less effort and distortion. I can attest for that because, to be honest with you, I've always bought cheap tweeters. I never ever seen a reason to spend more than $10 on tweeters, just being honest with you, and I never have. But I must say that purchasing these things really have changed my mind on that. I mean, they sound like no other tweeter that I've ever heard of in my life. And the way that it produces sound and the way that it sounds natural, I know I make it sound like a commercial right now, and if I do, I'm sorry, but hey, this coming from a budget guy that actually got something of premium quality at a budget, at a good price, and I'm shocked that it even sounds that good. And I'm going to give you guys a sound test later on, but to be honest with you, I want to go off into this a little bit more about this tweeter right here. But just being honest with you guys, if I try to do that, I'm not going to sound very educated because I'm not very educated when it comes down to this. I've only heard a lot of people in passing talking about how great the quality are of them. And I seen this deal and I jumped on it. And that's pretty much where I am right now. Now, later on, I will do more research on it and bring you guys a bit more, but for right now, all I can tell you is that they sound damn good to me, and pretty much what every other website has said about an air motion tweeter. They sound damn good. Parts Express did a pretty good job. I shouldn't say Parts Express. Dayton Audio did a damn good job at pairing these two. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I know I found where this driver come from. This driver is not even $10. This is like a $6 woofer. This thing right here. So I'm thinking about maybe later on, and I may not do this because of the budget that I set for this, but knowing me, I'm probably gonna do it anyway, is to replace this driver here with something a whole lot better. You understand? Because it does damn good. This is a sealed enclosure. If you guys are wondering exactly what the back of it looks like, I can get that going for you right now. And you just got these little push style terminals right here that pretty much everybody hates. But I mean, you know, for the price, man, what do you expect? I mean, they gave you something premium and something not so premium, you know, but it still sounds damn good. It doesn't take a whole bunch of power to push these either. You know, you're looking at 5 to 40 watts. So you don't need, in my opinion, screw terminals and all that jazz, because at the end of the day, you're probably not even going to, you're probably not even going to need all the bandwidth of like, you know, some people, they hook like 10 gauge wire and stuff to speakers, and a lot of that stuff is very unnecessary, to be honest with you, depending on how much power you're putting through it. But at this low wattage, you're not gonna need big things like that, you know. So this is paired to me just fine. I'm not complaining about it at all. I'm very satisfied with what my with what I got for the price point. But yeah, like I said, this is the the air motion tweeters are what I was talking about earlier. They sound damn good. Everything does sound natural. And when I hooked it up to the receiver, and I already got these things playing, as a matter of fact, in my bedroom on the receiver. I'm going to be doing a review of the receiver for you guys later on. But right now, this is an intro to this 6.5 right here. So yeah, I'm kind of rambling right now because I wish I knew more about this, and I don't. You know, I kind of feel like I let you guys down, but you best believe it's coming later on. The full review on the tweeter and the driver themselves. But for right now, that is it. Like I was telling you earlier, this is going into my bedroom setup. I'm going to be doing a demo of the bedroom. Once I have everything complete, I have to set up my entertainment system. Right now, everything is on the floor, wires everywhere, and I don't want to show you guys that. So right now, that's it for this. This is the Dayton Audio B652 Air 6.5 inch two-way bookshelf speaker with the AMT tweeter. So if you guys want to go check one of these out, just head on over to Parts Express and pick some up, man. By all means, I mean, I give these guys a thumb up, and they're vetted by me, man. So go and do yourself a favor and save you some money and pick one of these things up. Until next time, don't forget to like, subscribe if you like the video. Don't forget to leave a thumb up. For everyone who has not already done it, please click the notification bell. And once you do subscribe, because that's the only way you can actually get updated videos like what I got coming on this setup right here. And next up would be a introduction to the smaller brother of these. Like I said, these are the 6.5s, and I got the 4.5s coming for with a demo later on. But for right now, that's it. This your boy D, and I'm out.